Mrs. Neelkantan is lighting the lamp.
Asato ma sadgamatya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya shanti shanti shanti.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. Neelkantan. Thank you again, Mrs. Neelkantan. Okay, may I now request Ashok to please share with us the story of how he wrote this book and how he has been able to put these lovely little tales of Jamshedpur together. So over to you, Ashok.
Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year to all of you. And I don't know myself how I wrote the book. It was in 2007. I wrote a small write-up on the Parsis of Jamshedpur, whom I admire, and they actually are the role model for my life. And this was very much appreciated by Mr. Kushwant Singh and R.M. Lala and others, and even Dr. Irani, Muthuraman, everybody appreciated. Then I thought I can write some more. And in my spoken English, English is not my first language. I went on writing, and because of this COVID, every week I started writing. It became almost so many. And Dr. Irani, Mr. Kapadia, Mr. Muthuraman, Bharat Vaklu, Renumatu all said yes, I should compile. And Alexander asked me to compile it into a book after editing. And Shanta helped me in editing for 15 days, and she lost her English.
Okay, thank you very much, Ashok. Very, very happy to learn that you use the time when all of us were locked down within our homes to do something productive. So congratulations once again. I would now request Mrs. Daisy Irani to please do the honors of releasing the book. I believe she already has a copy, and we'd like you to please hold it up, unwrap the book, and formally release the book. Now, there are apparently a few copies extra with you, and you're supposed to hand over one to Dr. Irani and keep aside a few for Narendran, Chanakya, and Mr. Bailey Bodhenwala as well as anybody else you may want to give the books. So over to you, Daisy. I will make sure that you're unmuted, and we'd like you to please do the honors.
This book, I have thoroughly enjoyed reading it. I could relive my past. I could equate myself with some of the episodes that he has narrated. And I'm sure all of us will enjoy reading this book, and we will relive our past. Thank you, Ashok and Shanta, for the same. And with these few words, I gladly release the book Down Memory Lane. And I'll hand over the first book to Dr. Irani.
Meanwhile, please put your hands together for the effort put in by Ashok in writing the book. Hearty congratulations once again.
Really, right?
Okay, congratulations. Excellent.
Congratulations, Ashok. Excellent.
Thank you.
Book. And
Yeah.
we all will keep our past reading this. Thank you. I'll hand over the first book to Dr. Irani.
The cover design is by my granddaughter, who is 14.
Congratulations. The book is finally released. Dr. Irani, delighted that you have received the first copy of Ashok's book, Down Memory Lane. We'd like you to say a few words about Ashok and the book, please.
Here's the book, and I'm delighted to have received the first copy. Of course, we have received excerpts from it from time to time. Writing such a book, in my opinion, requires two traits. One is to faithfully document what has happened over the last few years, that is perseverance. And Ashok I know, has a lot of perseverance, not only in this book, but in several other things which he has done in Jamshedpur. So one is perseverance. The second is honesty. And there is such a thing as too much honesty also. Because in that case, one can become a bit of an intruder rather than a supporter. So Ashok has managed a nice, fine balance. I've read bits of his writings earlier. Over there, I can say that it is the memory and the trust that we have in Ashok that is more important. And sometimes if he deviates a little bit from the actual facts as we know them, it doesn't really matter. It is the effort, the perseverance that is important. So Ashok, thanks for your effort and thank you for giving us many hours of joyful reading. And I'm sure this will continue in the future also as more events unfold before our eyes. Well done, Ashok, and wish you and your family all good health, particularly at this present juncture in our lives. Well done.
Thank
Thank
you, sir.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Irani. Thank you very much again, Daisy, for releasing the book. I would now request Mr. Yazad Kapadia to say a few words about Ashok, the writer, and his book, please. Yazad?
Yes, one of the characteristics of our professional life in Tata Steel in Jamshedpur in the 60s, 70s, 80s was the excellent camaraderie that existed between workers, officers, and all those who worked inside the plant. I can remember instances where people were willing to risk their lives to save the lives of their co-workers, even at the expense of losing their lives. So I think it is in this spirit that we have to read Ashok's book, which is a very interesting and important contribution to the life in Tata Steel when we were all there together. I wish the book great success. Thank you.
Thank you, Yazad. Thank you very much for your words.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, you're loud and clear. Thank you.
Yeah. Ashok and Shanta and Mr. Kapadia and all my friends whom I think every one of you I have known for many, many years. It's wonderful to be here on this occasion of the book launch by the Ashok Kumar's book launch by Mrs. Irani. I'm sure she will join soon.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here. Thank you very much. Okay, so may I request Mr. Bailey Bodenwala to say a few words, please, because uh, Ashok is very, very keen that you say a few words as well.
A very good evening to all of you. Jamshedpur has a glorious past, and somehow it's fortunate that a number of the people who contributed to the past are amongst us this evening. People very well know each other, but what their contribution is somehow gets faded away without memos like this. Ashok has done a fantastic work in putting things together, what each one has, how people have contributed to Jamshedpur. And it would be wonderful for each one to read the good work done by each and every person. Apart from that, I would like this book to go to the younger generation also, because it is essential that those people who are there for the future of Jamshedpur, they should take the people in the book and the people who have contributed as their basically role models. There is an essential to have people who you would like to look up to, who have done fabulous work in Jamshedpur, and we would like Jamshedpur, what it was in the past, to be in the future, and learn to respect it all. Thank you, Ashok. Fantastic work done by you. And I think these memos will definitely help everybody in being linked together in some way or the other. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
Thank you, Bailey. I will now request Lalita Chandrasekaran to please say a few words because
we've had such a wonderful upbringing, and I think the credit goes to growing up in Jamshedpur, and it's a kind of a small city, but gives you a lot of opportunities to grow intrinsically. And Ashok Kumar Mama and Shanta Auntie were always there, and my mom used to put up all these programs in the, this, music programs. And then I think we all got opportunities. And I remember Mama and Mommy dancing was one of the Tamil songs. And it was lovely growing up with, with this kind of, crowd who, encouraged us. So as I get older and then I'm out in the city called Mumbai, I realize that my roots are ever so strong, and that's only because of Jamshedpur and all the friends that we've made here. And this book I have not read, but I do know snippets of it that Ashok Uncle has shared. It captures the essence of of our community at Jamshedpur, which I'm very proud to be a part of. I've learned a lot from this, and I'm wish Ashok Uncle the best for his book, and all of us will will really love reading whatever he's written there, because it's all about all of us and what we've experienced in this wonderful place. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Best wishes, Uncle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lalita.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lalita. Appreciate the uh, kind words for the book and for the city of Jamshedpur and Tata Steel.
Asha Kinney is there. Asha Kinney may like to say something. Mr. Kinney's daughter, she may like to say something.
Okay, so Asha, would you like to say a few words, please?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ashok Uncle, for what I hear is a very nice book. Thanks for mentioning my dad in it. And I'm very grateful that people still remember him for what he was. He will always be a hero to me. And I think he was a hero to a lot of people. And I really appreciate your mentioning him in your book. And I appreciate the trouble that you took during the lockdown to bring out such a wonderful book. So thanks again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Asha. Appreciate. Actually, your dad was a legend by the time I joined Tata Steel in '86. So thank you for your kind words. Okay, may I request Mr. Saki Ahmed to say a few words, please. For all those of you who are here, Mr. Ahmed is the publisher of this book, and Ashok speaks very warmly and highly about him. So, Mr. Ahmed.
We were on talks, and we started out in the initial phase with a few articles sent like on a regular basis, like in pieces. So we started analyzing the content, and we felt that the content had a very good worth because of the memoirs and the true feelings of his whole journey throughout, and all those that he had actually written before, as well as like that he had actually compiled in the later stage. So it was a very good experience working with Sir. Based on anything that we provided, he was liking it, as well as like he had very constructive feedback that was given on the process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate the support to the book. Anybody wants to say a few words? Jahangir, yes. Okay, I'm going to unmute you in a moment. Yes, Jahangir, go ahead.
I saw Mr. Sriramlu's hand up before me, so he should go first.
Okay, if you insist, yes, by all means, I will get Mr.
Always a
Sriram.
man with discipline.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Mr. Sriramulu, please go ahead.
You know, Ashok, I met him first time at Jamshedpur, called the Madrasi Mess in L Road, beginning of Bisupur and L Road. Just in travel, going around the world virtually. I don't know how many people here had gone around the world as both of them had gone. And Shanta, of course, she is a great teacher. And now I would request him to come out with some good movie. Much. Congratulations, to Ashok.
Thank you, Mr. Sriramulu. And that's very, very a wonderful thought that you left with Ashok to convert the stories in his book into maybe a serial or a Netflix set of episodes. Right, Jahangir, over to you.
Yeah, I'll just add to that. With Imtiaz Ali and Madhavanda, you've got your director and your star and your producer rolled in one as well. So you actually are very well positioned to do a Netflix serial on this, Ashok.
Absolutely.
So I just want to thank you for doing this, Ashok, because reading your vignettes which you send on email from time to time, really takes us into the past and lights up so many things that give us a smile and a laugh. And your style and your way of communicating is so on point and really sort of gets to the essence of the issue. So thank you for that. I just want to remind you about one thing which, knowing you, you probably haven't forgotten, but you won't talk about. When I first came to Jamshedpur and I landed up in the plant working with Mr. Kapadia and you, who actually got me to understand the logistics and the ways of things, how that whole massive entity was glued together with material movements, with, coal and iron ore and limestone and everything else coming in and steel going out. Taught me. So I don't know whether you remember that, but I do, and I'll always be
I do.
grateful.
I remember everything a Parsi comes to my life.
Yeah, and so thank you. And I have a message for Chanakya, which is Chanakya. The work that Ashok is doing is work of this generation. You better find an Ashok who's currently in the company who can do the same work for the next generation, so that you can get continuity and you'll have Netflix, season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. You got to hunt for another Ashok.
Yeah, I think we need to
Ashok,
look for
if you
someone.
have anyone to recommend, you probably know more people in Jamshedpur than most of us do even now. So you might be able to recommend the right person.
Yeah, thank you, Jahangir. I think that's
Thank you
also a
very
very
much.
good thought. Storytelling is one of the most beautiful ways to transmit the ethos, the culture, or the values of a place. And I think what Ashok has done in its own beautiful way, Chanakya, is also a contribution to the larger message about what Tata Steel and Jamshedpur stand for, and which Mr. Muthraman spoke about. Okay, that's wonderful.
Can I
So,
just say a few?
yes,
Can I just say
Rachana.
a few words?
And for those of us who may
Okay.
not know you, it'll be wonderful if you also tell us who you are and your connection with
Okay, sure.
Jamshedpur, please. Thank you, Rachana. Go ahead.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. So I'm, by designation, I'm Prem's friend. And that is how I came to know Ashok uncle. We were together in DBMS and we are childhood friends. In fact, sometimes I tell my daughter that she's almost like a soulmate for me. Shanta ma'am was our geography teacher, and I was practically growing up in and out of Prem's house. So it was like, it was like a second home. And uncle has been a very inspirational figure in my life. But before I go to that, I just wanted to say something, which is because there's so much conversation about Jamshedpur. I think, this saying that, you take people out of the village, but the village cannot go out of the person. It's so true for us who have spent even any number of years, even few years in Jamshedpur. You can just not take Jamshedpur out of us. And I'm really looking forward to picking up this book.
Rachana is the daughter of Mr. T. Prasad, who was chief personal manager in Tata Steel.
Yeah, my father was in personnel department.
Yeah.
And that's how I was in Jamshedpur.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rachana. And where do you live now?
I live in Gurgaon.
Okay, wonderful. So obviously you have fond memories of Jamshedpur.
And
Great.
she's doing a wonderful work.
If I
Excellent.
could just put in a few words.
Yes,
My
Vanaja.
name is Vanaja. I am Mr. T.R. Ramakrishnan, lubrication engineer, his daughter. And I know Ashok uncle and Chanta auntie over the basketball days. We all used to play basketball in United Club. Today I'm in Bombay. But like Rachna mentioned, and like all of our friends, my friends, we never can forget Jamshedpur. We have, I think, an umbilical cord connection with Jamshedpur. Though we are all scattered far and wide, we still love the city, and I can guarantee it's the best city in the whole world. And I'm so glad Ashok uncle has brought up this book, and I'm just waiting to lay my hands on it and looking forward to reading it. So wishing you all the best, uncle, and wishing everybody a happy 2021. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vanaja. Thank you very much. This sentiment that Rachana and you have shared is something which I was literally able to see for myself when I was in New York City. I was speaking at an event, and I was speaking about the Tata Steel Group, Tata Steel, Jamshedpur. And believe me, at the end of that talk, which I was making in Manhattan, a bunch of youngsters came to me saying that they themselves had either worked in Jamshedpur with Tata Steel or Tata Motors, or had lived there because their parents were there, and it was very, very heartwarming. So this sentiment, Vanaja and Rachna, is something which we all kind of feel, and we can relate very well with it. But thank you very much for sharing it. Now we have Prem also, that is Ashok and Shanta's daughter here, and I think Prem's daughter has also designed the cover of the book. So may I request Prem to please say a few words as well about what it has meant to contribute to this book also. Prem, please
It's my
unmute.
son's daughter
Yes,
who did
thank
it.
you.
It's my son's daughter.
Hi, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so just a correction. So the book cover has been designed by my niece. That is my
Oh,
brother's daughter.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah, but
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
she has got the genes of my dad. My dad's also very good at drawing, as you all know. As you all remember at meetings, he used to sit and draw cartoons while, the serious meetings are going on in Tesco. But let's go back to my dad. He is, as you know, more and more people write about him, and on his 80th birthday, so many people wrote about him. I realized how very fortunate I am to have been raised. He's my dad. So, you'd forget that he's so great. You see the other side too, but you still know he's above everyone. When he wrote this book and this came out, it's an inspiration for me. There's no COVID, nothing can get in your way. And no age. Age is no bar. Just when you spoke about Netflix, and I'm like, oh my God, now he's going to do this. I'm telling you, anybody can pull it through. It's my dad.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But that's all. Thanks so much for, all of you all for coming. It's so great to see you all. And like Rachna said, all the who's who is here. And I'm glad you gave me a few minutes to speak. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Prem. Thank you very much.
A small correction, Bharat. A small correction. I was not. My granddaughter is. I was not an artist. I was a cartoonist, Dr. Irani. So I have drawn you. I have drawn Mr. Kapadia. I have drawn Mr. Prem Sagar. Everybody in the RP meeting, and I used to pass it on to Jahangir Adashir and Firdos Andrewala and Naresh Bahadur. I have drawn the cartoon of almost all the people when the meeting was going on.
Yeah, if you hadn't said that, Ashok, I was going to say I saw Ashok doing many and passing them on to me quietly on the side.
Yeah. Okay, I will now invite Narendra Kumar to say a few words. But before that, to respond to what Prem said so beautifully, it is the attitude which determines the altitude. And I think Ashok is a living example of somebody whose joie de vivre and whose energy and attitude really kind of inspires everybody else. So thank you very much, Prem. Okay, Narendra, would you like to say a few words, please?
Yes, thanks for giving me a chance since there's so many people waiting. But just two things outside of, a lot of you would have experienced my dad's PJs because he has, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
You're
because
loud
he
and
has
clear.
an unlimited number of PJs. And of course, being his kids, we had to hear them again and again. But two things I always remember is one is when things get tough. I live in Dallas, Texas, and if things get tough and then I'm complaining about work, I always remember at one time we had like 4 or 5 phones in the house because he was with transportation, and there was a railways phone and the PNT and the Tisco phone, and they used to ring all day, all night, every minute of the night as well. And he would just get up, speak, and then put it back down. But in the morning, he would still be in good spirits. Of course, Jamshedpur is just, wherever I've gone in the world, Jamshedpur will always be the best city. It will always be the best city.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Narendra. Thank you, Prem. And Narendra, it's your daughter who made the cover for her granddad's book.
She did. She is an artist, and so is my wife. So
Narendra's wife and son are there. Daughter is not there. Archana is there.
Yeah,
Archana.
it's
Would Archana
yeah,
like to
it
say
was.
something about the cover?
Not specifically about the cover, but I wanted mostly my son to see. He woke up, it's really early in the morning here,
Yeah, I
and we're
know. I
on a
know.
trip. And so he woke up, and I was like, you need to come and see this, because look at all these people who Tata knew and who have something nice to say about him. Do you even, because for them, they have no perspective. It's Tata party, right? So they have no idea that they had a life before being their grandparents. So this is
Right.
an excellent opportunity for it. I've been kind of going through and showing all the different people and what they have to say about him and his book. So I don't have anything specific to say about the book, except that I love my father-in-law and my mother-in-law very much, and I'm very
Wonderful.
happy to be a
Wonderful.
part of this family. Right, Pranav? Do you want
Yeah.
to say anything else to Tata? Hello. With that, I
Very
will
well.
give you back control of the
Thank
mic.
you. Thank you, Archana. Thank you very much. Okay. With that, Arnold, would you like to say a few words? Okay, Arnold, go ahead.
I just want I
Yes.
just want to congratulate Ashok on bringing out this book. For a long time, he has from time to time been sending anecdotes. I'm happy that he has put them all together into a book so that we can read all these anecdotes at one time. Congratulations, Ashok. Well done.
Nice to
Excellent.
see all of you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Thank you very much.
Kamla.
Really appreciate. Thank you again.
Bharat,
Okay.
I think it shouldn't be concluded without someone saying that the rock steady hand behind the tiller steadying the ship was Shanta.
I was coming to that
Could not be
because
forgotten in this
exactly.
endeavor.
No, I will definitely have Shanta say a few words. But okay, with that, I will request Shanta to say a few words to wrap up, and then we will be done with the formal part of
Thank
this
you.
book
That's all.
launch. Shanta, a few words
See,
in
he's
response to what you
dominating
heard.
here also. He says, just say thank you, and that's all. Anyway, I would like to end up with just a short example. Mrs. Daisy Irani told us that how difficult it was to unpack or untie the book wrapper. It's the same with our life in India, at least. It suddenly got me thinking, I'm not able to untie with Ashok. It's once tied means it's tied. That's it. I'm unable to untie with Jamshedpur. As I'm growing older, I want to forget the past and, maybe prepare for the future. But I'm unable to forget Jamshedpur. It is always with me. And so with so many other examples in India, particularly a traditional India, once tied, it is always tied. And thank you very much for all of you to give Ashok this opportunity. He is happy, and when he is happy, I'm also happy. That's it.
That's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm unmuting you all. And please put your hands together once again for Ashok and Shanta and for their wonderful work together
Thank you.
and this book. And if you wish to continue on Zoom, you're most welcome. Think you're, as Ashok said, you're on Republic TV or whatever. Have fun interacting and all the best. Wonderful to see you all. From my side, a very, very happy 2021 to all of you. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and delighted to meet all of you again, albeit online. Bye, Shok. Bye,
See you,
Shanta.
Bharat.
Bye-bye. Bye.
See you,
Thanks,
Bharat.
Smutran. Bye-bye.
Bharat, you have done a good
Bye,
job.
Bharat.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Vaklu. That was excellent.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Thanks, Daisy. Thank you, Dr. Irani. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dr. Rani.
Hi, Omi.
Thank you.
Omi,